We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Serrealist or Seth here with Vadershader, Chris. We're here to talk about some games. Welcome to episode 2 of the podcast, where we'll be talking about some gaming news, some rumors, leaks, things that have been popping up in the gaming scene lately. And of course, we'll be talking about the Helldivers 2 situation that has been going on lately. And a lot of people are upset. So, Vader, you have any thoughts on it so far?
Yeah, it started when I was looking on Steam, and I haven't played Helldivers in a while, just to let you know. But when I did play it, it was fun. It was great. Yeah, but Steam, they did a post. I think it was May 2nd, and I'll even just read the first line. Attention, Helldivers! Due to technical issues at the launch of Helldivers 2, we allowed the linking requirements for Steam accounts to a PlayStation Network account to be temporarily optional. That grace period will now expire. See details below. So I was never under the impression that was a thing. Like they actually temporarily. Did you ever hear that? I've never heard.
That's great. No, I have not.
I mean, all I know from playing the game was like you could either crossplay or turn crossplay off. So, to have people, link their, I guess, a Steam account to their PlayStation account. I mean, for people like me, for instance, right? I have a PSN. You have a PSN too.
Yeah.
But, it may not be such a big deal. But I would believe that if you're just strictly a Steam PC player and you're playing this game and you're having fun, and now it's like you're going to force me to create an account for, a platform that I don't even care to use. I think that's obviously a good reason to be upset. Not only that, I mean, I've seen all kinds of reactions to this. People say, now they're going to steal my information when I link to Sony and things like that. I don't know where this came from. Sony's been really in hot water these days, and I think we just recently they had an issue with Stellar Blade, and now they're, the issue with Stellar Blade, which we're not going to talk about in detail today, but the issue with Stellar Blade, it appeared it cost them to lose some subscriptions to the PlayStation Plus.
Oh, so, really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. There was somebody started a petition, and there's been a lot of signatures on it, and people have been canceling their subscriptions. So they lost some money. So I don't know if this is something, like to try to balance that, like, hey, let's get some Steam people that never had a PlayStation account and make them get one, and maybe they'll buy a console and maybe they'll subscribe to. I don't know. It just seems very weird and odd to just come out of nowhere. I mean, the game's been out for 4 months, and now you just come out with this. So I don't know. I mean, it's very strange that they're doing this. I don't know what people really think. I mean, you get a couple of people angry on Steam discussion boards or Twitter, but are people really upset? Like, what are your concerns? I always wonder what people's real concerns for something like this is, because the only thing I can think of is now, you're forcing me to give a company that I don't support in any way my information, my email, and who knows what happens from there.
Right.
So
yeah, and I heard that I think it was the director of the game. He made a statement or a announcement or something, apologizing for the whole situation, and that he just wants to make great games, but it's why not just remove the launcher? Or just the whole sign-in thing, instead of apology, because it seems very corpo speak, it's not really genuine. So
yeah, I think that a developer also said something on Twitter. I saw it today, something along the lines of, if you have any issues, don't complain to us, complain to Sony technical support or something like that.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah. And, and it was pretty interesting to see, because it's like makes you wonder, like, okay, maybe the developers had nothing to do with this. Maybe Sony's like, hey, you know, you got a lot of people playing your game on PC. Maybe we need some numbers to go up with the PlayStation accounts. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Sony's just enforcing it, to be honest, you know? And it's crazy because of this requirement now too, it's like the game is now unavailable to purchase on Steam in some countries due to the PSN login requirement.
Yeah.
And that's like a big fuss that's been going on too, you know? A lot of people are upset about that. Steam is also apparently approving refund requests now, even if you played over 2 hours. So
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy, man. And it's been like over 100,000 negative reviews since the change happened. The whole sign-in thing started. So
yeah, I saw that. It went from like mostly positive to mostly negative now. It was actually, it was mixed earlier today, by the way. Today is May 2nd. It is late at night. Well, it's May 3rd now, because you know us, we do this late at night after midnight. So
it's crazy, man.
Wow. Yeah, it's mostly negative now.
Yeah, I think another thing too is that like just the big fuss from this just attributes to like all these companies adding these third-party launchers to other games, you know, like Mass Effect Legendary Edition, you need the EA app. Freaking pretty much every EA game you need the EA app for, you need to make an account for this and that, and it's just people are getting fed up with third-party launchers when a game launches on Steam, you know. Even Dead Island 2 that recently launched on Steam, it has you need an Epic Games account, and you need to sign into the Epic Games account before you could play the game on Steam. And a lot of people were upset at that, and that's why the game has mixed reviews on Steam too, you know. So it's just people are fed up with it, you know, and I get it, you know. I am too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying, you know.
Yeah, it is definitely annoying. You know, so I just wonder, you know, what are people's concerns, you know, like what is the big deal, you know, and if, you know, anyone listening or watching, you know, let us know, because I want to know your concerns, because for me, I personally don't have too much of a concern. I think my PlayStation account is already linked to Steam for a different game. I'm trying to remember. It may be already, but I'm just curious what your main concern is for creating a free PlayStation account, because according to them, it's a free account, man. It's like no big deal, you know. It's free, no big deal, you know. But what is the big deal?
Right.
Do you know?
I wish I knew, man.
Yeah.
Wish.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, we're gonna probably move along now to another gaming topic, I would say, that we were talking about, or we didn't talk about this. We kind of just send messages, because that's what we do. Normally we just send messages to each other and about different things that are happening in the gaming and entertainment world. And again, that's why we do this podcast, to share it with you guys, to share our thoughts on what we see and talk about and things like that. Because maybe you don't know that there's Resident Evil 9 leaks happening on the internet.
Yes.
And also a movie, right?
Yeah, there's been a lot of Resident Evil talk, at least in the, you know, Resident Evil scene, leaking scene specifically. Apparently Resident Evil 9 was not delayed. We're supposed to hear an announcement soon, apparently. According to some people, we don't know when. I feel like it's going to be during the next PlayStation showcase. I feel like they're going to tease it, at least, you know. And apparently it's going to be called, the code name for it is Apocalypse or something. And they're apparently it's going to be like something grand is going to be involved with this game. Like, it's going to be a technical marvel, a spectacle. So we'll see. We'll see. I was kind of expecting them to like make Resident Evil 5 first, you know, the remake or whatever.
That's in the leaks. Like the leaks are saying that this is going to be big, like huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a very what's the word for it? Like an innovative Resident Evil game, you know. So we'll see. We don't really know what that means. That's been one of the main topics of talk in the leaking scene right now. So we'll see. We shall see. And of course, the Resident Evil movie is getting leaked. A new movie is supposed to be made, higher budget. Don't know if it's going to be like the action ones or whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right?
You're talking about the Mila Jovovich movies?
Yeah, the Mila Jovovich.
I like some of them.
What? You like them?
I think because Mila Jovovich was in them. That's why. That's about it. Yeah, but no. I actually thought the first one was okay. I was like, obviously it didn't stick to Resident Evil's main canon or whatever. But
yeah.
But I wonder what would they do with the movie? I guess didn't they do a reboot? Like
it was Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. That was the like latest movie, and then they made the Netflix series or whatever, and they weren't too great.
Yeah, the Netflix series, I didn't even bother. No.
Yeah.
I'm at a point in my life where it's like I gotta watch. I actually do listen to reviews. You know, it depends on the subject matter, right? But some reviews I will listen to, and there were not really good ones for that Resident Evil Netflix show, so I'd never even bothered.
Which is crazy too, because it's like I don't understand how they keep messing it up. You know, it's like, dude, Resident Evil is such an easy, like it could be such an easy movie to make. You know, it could be an easy adaptation, but they just keep messing up. I don't know why. So I guess the 8th time's a charm, you know, because they just really want to keep making these movies. So
in fairness, you know, I'm just playing. I hate doing this. I hate doing devil's advocate stuff. But in fairness, like I would think that Resident Evil story itself, like, so not too long ago, I in my YouTube watching binges that I do a lot, I stumbled upon a Resident Evil, the story so far from 1 to 8 or whatever, and you know, just trying to follow it along. Like obviously we've been playing the game, so we know like what's happening in the world of Resident Evil for the most part in the games, but the story is very out there, man. Like it's all over the place. Actually they went a little crazy with their story. So like for somebody to make a movie or try to write a script based in that world, you know, I'm pretty sure they probably get confused themselves while they're writing it. But
yeah,
you know, that's why I'm like, where could this movie go? Like, where are they going to start? Are they going to start at the Spencer Mansion, or you know, like all over again, and maybe do it right? Maybe have Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, Wesker. You know, maybe throw in a Jill. Maybe throw in a Jill sandwich line
Master
in there.
of unlocking. Yeah.
So
see, it's like it as complicated as RE stories can be. It's like all they really need to do is just make a military team investigate weird stuff going on at a mansion, being attacked by zombies. And that's to me is so easy to nail. And I don't know why they keep diverging from that, you know? But I don't know. I mean, if this supposed movie is going to be higher budget, you know, we'll see. Maybe this might be a good Resident Evil film. We'll see, you know, but
I don't know.
I don't have high hopes for it. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, the TV shows and game adaptations have been good with The Last of Us and Fallout, but you know, movies are, on the other hand, they haven't been very good. You know, since the Street Fighter movie.
Street Fighter movie.
You know, Van Damme. Van Damme's my man, but you know, him as Guile was very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Resident Evil 9 leaks as well, like for the game, like where would they go from there? Are they going to follow Rose? Are we going to get a Jill Valentine story? Chris Redfield? Like, is Leon coming back? I mean,
there has been rumors that Jill is returning. That's one of the this is an old rumor though from way back when RE9 leaks were first coming out, that Jill Valentine was supposed to be returning. I don't think as a protagonist though. I think as like a more of a supporting character.
Mhm.
So, but that's like one of the big, that was like one of the big rumors for RE9 back then. You know, and apparently too, I didn't mention this before. There's at least 5 Resident Evil games in development too, alongside Resident Evil 9. So they could be spin-offs, they could be remakes, you know, so, and I already know too, remakes, of course, Capcom's going to keep making them 100%. You know, we saw how successful RE4 remake was. It was great, by the way.
Yeah.
RE4 remake.
Yeah, I got to play it at your house.
Yeah, it was awesome, right? Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah, the remakes, they've been hitting home runs. Capcom's been doing pretty well with their games lately. You know, keep giving us those remakes. I mean, I actually wouldn't mind a Zero remake, Code Veronica. Yeah. You know,
that's like one of the most requested remakes too, Code Veronica.
Yeah, because I don't know how people took it back then, but I remember playing it back in the days, and I liked it.
I did too. I really enjoyed Code Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then it also, it was kind of like also enhanced the Chris and Wesker like dynamic. You know, because if you played Code Veronica, I mean, spoiler talk, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's a super old game, you know. I don't remember the game that well. I just remember that Wesker, Chris, that was when their beef really kind of hit a full like maximum or whatever. And, you know, of course it ties into Resident Evil 5. It's why Chris and Wesker are like, you know, Wesker's like, Chris, yeah, you know, he just hates Chris with a passion.
You think Chris? You think Chris thought when he was punching the boulder, he was picturing Wesker?
His face, yeah. Oh, and if they remake Resident Evil 5, they have to keep the boulder punching. If they don't keep the boulder punching, it's gonna fail.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, and a nice, you know, 4K, Ultra HD, Ultra 4K friggin' boulder.
I want to see Chris Redfield's veins in HD as he punches the boulder, man. That's what I want to see.
What a visual that is! Wow.
So, do you think we're gonna? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just, you know, we're so passionate. We're so passionate about this stuff, and I'm like, I got all these thoughts in my head, and I'm like, are we gonna get the blonde hair Jill? You know?
No, that'd be cool. You know, see,
is she gonna have powers?
Yeah, with RE3 Jill's look, in a sense. You know what I mean? That'd be cool.
Yeah, we don't know what we're gonna get, man. So it's you know, it's exciting, you know, for Resident Evil fans. Yeah. I don't know, you know, I still don't know where they were gonna go, because now we got the Winters and, you know, Rose.
I think the Winters story might be over though, from what I've heard. Well, not even from what I've heard. The DLC for Resident Evil Village. Have you played it yet?
No, that's one thing I didn't do, and with that game, because I had you watched me play one time, right?
Yeah,
I did live streams of it, and yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed the Village, but I didn't get to the DLC. So what happened there?
I mean, do you care about spoilers?
Yeah. I'm good at this time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's pretty old by this point too. I'm sure most people have played it. Basically, Rose, you play as Ethan's daughter, Rose, and she's trying to figure out like what happened to her father. She returns to the village and stuff like that. Basically, the ending, there's a dude, an invisible dude, helping you out throughout the game. And I forgot what he called himself, but he called himself like a nickname or something, right? And by the end, it's revealed, of course, it's Ethan. It's Ethan, you know, he's helping Rose, like from like with like psychic type powers. I may be messing it up, but I just remember he had weird powers now or something like that.
Okay.
So, and it's like by the end, you know, as you defeat the final boss, Ethan sacrifices himself again, tells Rose, "Hey, I love you," this and that, and Rose, I just remember that she sets off, I think it was another mission or something, or she meets up with Chris, and Chris is like looking old now, by the way. He has like gray hairs and stuff now, so because I guess now, you know, she's part of his team and stuff like that, and maybe we will see her now that I'm like recalling it. Maybe we will see her in like the next Resident Evil game, a little older and more experienced, which would be cool. So, but yeah, so I don't think Winters will be protagonist again. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah. But it's again, it's exciting. I mean, you know, I'll play it for sure.
I'll play it. Yeah, of course.
I did think I see something on one of the leaks that it may be releasing in January of 25. So that's something I saw. But you know, we don't know. You know, we just hope. You know, who's looking for Resident Evil? Who's looking forward for Resident Evil 9? You know, we'll see.
Yeah. And speaking of adaptations, talking about like, the movies earlier, there is a Kingdom Hearts adaptation being made currently by Disney, I believe.
I'm rolling my eyes over here with Kingdom.
And it's said to be live action and a mixture of CGI as well, which is interesting. So,
who asked for this? I mean,
my question is like, sorry, I'm cutting you off.
No,
but like
that's fine.
Like, how are they even gonna make it? Like, dude, the story is so convoluted and just out there. I don't know how they're gonna do this, but okay, we'll see.
No, I agree. Isn't there a new one coming out? A new game, like, or supposed to come out soon?
Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced.
Yeah, and wasn't there like something with them coming into like a live action world or something like that? Like you know what I mean? Not live. It did. I thought I saw something where it was like Sora comes to the real world or something like that. Did they scrap all that for the movie?
I don't know. The CG trailer for 4 looked like pretty like realistic.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah,
it did. And Sora looked depressed in it too. so maybe they're gonna like, I don't know what they're gonna do, but hey man, we'll probably need to get Chris Pratt as voicing Sora. You know,
no, Chris Pratt as voicing Sora. No, Haley Joel Osment can do it.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm still on that mindset of who asked for this movie. But you know, like, are you gonna go back to Kingdom Hearts 1, where you know we have some Final Fantasy characters in there, or you know,
like, yeah, and I'd be okay if it was. Honestly, I think I'd have more hopes for it if it was more, if it was purely animated. You know. If it was animated, I think they could do a lot. I mean, the characters are right there. It's a cartoon, you know. It should be easy, but I don't know. Live action CGI seems interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
Are they going to do a Roger Rabbit type of movie? You know what I mean? Like, you know.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the characters from Kingdom Hearts come to the real world, and I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. It just doesn't sound like something I'd be looking forward to be honest. I like the games, and I would definitely play the new one when it comes out. But I don't think I don't know who asked for this. I don't know who's making these decisions to come out with something like Kingdom Hearts live action CGI movie. Like, I don't know who is this for. I mean, because
Disney hates animation nowadays. For the live action remakes they've been doing, I'm honestly kind of not shocked they're doing a live action Kingdom Hearts. I think it's gonna be bad, but Am I shocked? Not really.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. As you can tell, I have not much to say about that, about this topic, because yeah, I'm
Yeah, that's okay.
yeah, I'm just not looking forward to this. um, you know, but yeah, I mean, we covered some pretty cool stuff today, during this episode. But what are you playing these days? Are you still just doing the Fallout and Counter Strike?
I was thinking about starting a new Mass Effect playthrough. The Legendary Edition.
Yeah,
I was thinking about like installing all the community mods and stuff, and just starting a new playthrough, Renegade or something. Because Mass Effect, man, I love Mass Effect, and I hope the new one is making steady progress. Because a new one's being developed, right?
yeah.
And it's supposed to continue the story of Shepard. So we'll see. I hope it's good. Apparently, it's BioWare veterans coming back for it. So people that worked on the original games are coming back. I could be wrong on that, but that is something I read a long while back when the game was announced. So it'd be cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, Tally, my beloved. So
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I've been playing. So I've been playing Lego Fortnite.
Lego Fortnite.
Yeah, they came out with this Star Wars stuff for May the 4th, and so I've been working on trying to get my Lego character to build a lightsaber. So that's what I'm playing. So
yeah, Lego Fortnite. Yeah, I heard the item shop has been terrible. I don't know if you keep up with like Fortnite community, but yeah, the shop has been horrible lately.
Yeah,
people think it's AI generated and all that stuff, and yeah, I haven't hopped into Fortnite in a while, so
it's possible, but I don't. I'm not a big V-Bucks purchaser, so I don't really. I just play the free stuff. Just give me the free stuff. I'm good. So
yeah.
Well, all right. Well, it looks like we went over our time again. We try to keep this around 15, 20 minutes, but it always goes a little over. But not a big deal. I think. I mean, if we had it our way, we probably would be talking for 2 hours. But because this is so new and something that we're working on, work in progress, we're trying different things, and we're listening to some of your feedback. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you guys the comments have any more feedback to give us, please do. We love reading everybody's comments, seeing what you guys have to say about the topics we talk about, all that good stuff. So please keep them coming, all that. And yeah.
Anything you guys want us to cover as well, just throw out those suggestions. We're more than, as long as it's gaming and entertainment related, we're good. That's the world what we want to live in. Because that's our escape from the real world, and that's where we want to stay for a while.
Yeah, the ultimate art form.
Yes.
Ultimate art form.
Yes. Well, on that note, I'm Chris, also known as Vadershader. Thank you for watching.
And I'm Serrealist. Thank you guys for watching.
Yep. So. And hopefully you'll come back for episode 3. Y'all take care now.